set for a start in race 2 of the accumulator at Portsea. Portsea probably won the first race, to be honest. The Waves probably came out on top, but the girls are set. They've only had about a 15-minute break, and they're away in race 2 at Portsea, and you can see the girls heading west, trying to beat their way out through that gap.
One of the girls went to run the other way, and then she looked and went, "Oh no, don't do that. I'll run back with you guys."
Yeah, there was a big second guess at which way to go there from one of the competitors.
Looks like at this stage, Courtney Hancock, who's had some fantastic results, she finished 5th in the first race, seems to be leading the girls at this stage in the purple cap.
That's right, and her sister's in a white cap. She's Bonnie Hancock's in that pack as well. In the black cap, you'll see Alicia Marriott, so she's having a better second race and setting herself up nicely for this race to try to come through.
Coming out of the water, beautifully done, Gemma Newbigin. And I think it is Harriet Brown. She's the tallest competitor in the field. She's just a great athlete, and that's her taking off her cap now, and Gemma Newbigin now leading her around to the run to go into the transition for the board. So heading out down on the right side of the beach once again, which has proved to be a very successful path for the girls. The boys are sitting back watching the path of the girls in these first 2 accumulating rounds. So making sure that they take in and learn some lessons from the girls. But is it still working as well out there, Guy?
Well, Newbigin's pulled a great lead on the rest of the field. She's about 50 metres in front. She's pushing through probably 1 or 2 more waves in this set. If she can get through that, she's out in green water, and only has this wave now to go and negotiate before she hits the green water. And so she should be out now and got a decent gap on the field. Now, that rip is still working just as strong as it was in the first race.
Those blokes there are in serious trouble. That is the IRB. That's about 300 metres offshore around the sandbank, and Guy Leach, somehow the boys in there have come off the back, which is a nasty situation as that boat is going to get washed all the way
as one gets washed in. There's a better story for Gemma Newbigin. She's cracked a big one. It's about a 5 to 6 footer, and she'll punch down the next section, and this will bottom out here, and she'll lie down in a second. There she goes, and she'll hang onto the back straps, and she'll get through this powerful part here, get herself back in position. She's going to try to drive this through the channel to get it back into the shore. So the good news for Gemma is that she's got a massive lead on the rest of the field, and as Trevor said, the good news for her going to the ski leg is she gets enough time to be able to give herself every chance and every right decision to get out of the ski.
That is beautiful, beautiful work by Gemma Newbigin.
It'll be interesting to see what she does now. Will she go and tap up to the right-hand side as we see the next 2nd, 3rd and 4th position have all cracked a wave, a nice 4-footer, and they're coming through. So one of the girls is off the wave.
Crystal Smith's on
Crystal Smith's on the wave. That's her with the skull cap on there with the maroon top, and she's serving that down.
On it too.
Yeah, I think that is Courtney as well. So Courtney's having a great race again. Go hard here, Courtney. She's got back down the swell again. She has to push in. No, she's fallen off the back. So Smith is in 2nd and Hancock is in 3rd. Oh, well, Newbigin has come off on the shore dump. So she's come off. The IRB that was washing in is right in front of her as well. So you'll see that the IRB sort of to the side of her. She needs to regather and get herself through this little shore dump and punch her way through this to give herself that gap to go out. So she's done that now. Well done, Gemma. So the next test for her is to try to get out through that 2nd break. She's going to have to work hard again as she drives up, and she's rolled the ski. Hang on.
This is the first wave that hit Gemma Newbigin. They come in massive waves here. The sets are about 4 or 5 waves. She copped the first one. She's been belted by the second one. And all the way behind her, her competitors are getting on their skis, getting themselves composed and getting themselves ready to try and lead her out. There's a bit of open water as well now for Courtney Hancock. She has really lifted her rating. She's seen, as far as the horizon goes, that there is a bit of a break, as much as the break as you can get here at Portsea, and she has narrowed that gap to our leader to within about 20 metres now, Trevor Hendy.
Yeah, and what a challenging little paddle out there. We were a little bit worried about that duck being in that spot because obviously that's where the girls are trying to fly out, but right where the IRB was turned over was where the waves are pumping onto that middle break.
Well, Trev, I'm looking now and there's waves pumping down on that 2nd break, and Newbigin has then gone and popped up over a wave. She's come off again as you look to the right, and you can see Hancock will come up on screen in a second, and Hancock is now in front of Newbigin and taking the lead with Smith in 2nd position.
How are they going to go here? Steadying up, using the oars to steadying up. Oh, she's off.
You need momentum to push into those white waters, don't you, Trev? And the problem that Courtney had then was she stopped completely and had no momentum going forward. Now that's Hancock off the ski. Harriet Brown's on the right-hand side of her, so she's come through as well. Now Harriet Brown is on the right. There's a girl on the left who's trying to punch her way through and get through the waves as more waves are coming down on the bank.
Unbelievable conditions here at Porty. We got here this morning and the swell was 2 or 3 foot. It's building now to 6 or 7 foot as the girls again getting smashed, losing skis, losing paddles and losing positions.
There's a massive wave out the back here for the front runners.
Leachy, she's off. She's off. Newbiggin ski has been thrown 2 foot into the air.
Biggest wave of the day.
The girls are going backwards. That was an 8 foot bomb, Nicole Livingstone.
Well, she got back on her ski and she was doing beautifully. She bridged that gap that Courtney Hancock had taken over, and then she just got hammered again. Geordie Mercer wearing the white cap and the stripy ski. She went off again. Northern is still looming in there as well.
Now, guys, it's a game of cat and mouse now. They can't do anything. The whole field is going to come up. They're sitting in the white water. They can't go anywhere. There's waves breaking out the back. It's breaking at 6 to 8 foot, and they just have to sit there and wait for the gap, and then go hard when they can.
There's now 12 girls in almost equal first spot. Look for the girls out to the left side now. They've got a little gap. They're coming straight towards me.
Well, Trev, it's flattened out. It's actually flattened out now. It looks like the girls can have a real go at getting through the break, and there's probably 10 girls that can get out right at this very moment.
There's easily 6 or 7 that have through the break. I'm working my way out now, and there are no sets coming. So the whole field's going to come in and possibly have to hold a wave on the way in to win this race.
Can you see who's in first and second place?
That's Tara Coleman.
Well, Coleman's come through. She's come from the clouds, and maybe Moya, Brodie Moya, on the orange ski is in equal first place. So these two girls that we have not mentioned in the last 10 minutes have come from the clouds and gone through the field and now leading the second race of this event.
Well, Brodie Moya is on your right-hand side of the screen. Crystal Smith's paddle past her. She's going to get a little run in front of the field here. No, she's fallen off the back of that too. It's going to come down to the lead wave. The girls are in the break. Look at this. You're going to see right here Courtney Hancock on the pink ski. She's chasing the wave down. Geordie Mercer's taken off on the wave. Brodie Moya's backed off. She's going to get picked up by it. Courtney's put her feet over the side. Geordie Mercer has actually gone down the front of this wave, going for the glory.
Oh, go, Geordie. Oh, she's been belted, Trev. She's come off sideways, lost a ski. So the ski's washing in. You'll see her pop up in a second as
Crystal Smith,
though,
Crystal Smith, Guy Leach, looks like she has moved through. She's dodged the swells, as you advised, and looks like she could be first up onto the beach.
Well, she's in a great position now. She just needs to negotiate that shore dump, which I'm sure she can do. She's a very, very accomplished ski paddler and great in the surf. So she'll come through here now and drive in through the shore. She'll keep paddling. She'll steer the ski forward. And she's sitting, as we see now, 3 girls are coming down the shore dump behind her.
Courtney Hancock looks to be in the front of that. In the blue ski is Alicia Marriott, who's just fallen off. There goes Marriott and Hancock. But coming up the beach at this stage looks like Crystal Smith.
Well, what a fantastic result for her. Yeah, that's Crystal Smith. What a great result. You should take a bow. You've done a great job. It's Hancock and Marriott are sprinting out of the water. Marriott's in second position. Hancock's coming after in third.
If Hancock finishes in the top 3, she may well win the event today. But Crystal Smith turns around. She has a bit of a look. Crystal Smith has fought the waves of Porty. She will take out the second leg of this accumulator. It is Courtney Hancock busting. She's going to be tough. Amy Northern looks like she's up there. Amy Northern has come from absolutely nowhere to take second place in front of Courtney Hancock, and Amy Northern will be the champion of Porty.
Well, Amy's second in that race, but first in the first race, which means that you take out today. Congratulations, what a big win.
Thank you so much. I was so stoked with the effort. I was really scared this morning, and I was just going to get out there and try to finish both the races to come first and second. I'm so excited.
You're only 18 years of age. You've been at Nationals, you've been at States. This is such a huge win for you, isn't it?
Yeah, this is definitely the biggest win I've ever had. I just don't know what to say. I'm so lost for words. I'm just so stoked.
Well, it was a smart win as well for an 18-year-old. In the first race, you went right, close to those rocks, but it turned out to be such a good decision.
Yeah, it turned out to be really good. My coach, Paul Broadbent, told me to go down there, and I went down there and I was like by myself in the swim. I didn't know if I was coming last or first, and I came around the cans and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm winning or not. But it just ended up being a great race both times.